Okay.
Look at that. Okay.
This is Lynn Kennebra, and I am in our interview with Kendra. Hi, Hi, Kendra. It's really good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're here. Um, Before we get started, I just wanted to go over our confidentiality and so that you know what to expect. We talked a little bit about this last time you were in. What we talk about stays private. The only time I need to share something is if I'm worried about you or someone or you or their safety or someone else's safety, because the law requires it, right? But otherwise, this space is just for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I thank you. I just wanted you to feel safe in being able to talk to me and, know that you've got a voice in this space. So you seem like you're a little bit upset today. Is there something you want to talk about?
I am really upset. I really miss my family. I really miss my two siblings, especially. I just don't think it's fair that we're apart from each other. I've also been having a lot of like nightmares about my dad.
Okay.
Not really, I guess, about him, but just about the car accident that we all had together. I've just been thinking about him a lot lately, and all these feelings are just making me really sad.
Wow, that sounds like you've had a lot going on this week. I really appreciate you sharing it. It makes sense that you would feel sad, right? You've got some big things that have happened in your life, and certainly a weight that you've been carrying. Um, How would this help you more? What would you like to talk about first? So you said you're having some problems about school, you're talking about your siblings.
Mhm.
What can we kind of talk about that can maybe help you work through some of those processes?
I just feel like with my siblings, like my aunt doesn't let me talk to them as much as I would like to. I'm just
Okay.
really upset about that. And I just wish that there was a way we can connect more with each
Okay.
other. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to solve that problem.
So is it that you don't have access to them or you don't have time or somebody's not allowing you to?
Probably they're just really busy with some of their activities that they have.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to connect with them. Whenever I do, I have to like call my aunt and see if they're available, and sometimes they're not.
Okay.
So I guess maybe I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how I can like talk to them more. I wonder if there's like a time or something we could set that we could like talk with each other. I just don't think it's fair that we're separated and we don't get to see each other and talk to each other very often.
Right. Well, you've had a lot of responsibility for a long time, right? You took primary care of your siblings.
Yeah,
So
I
I can
did.
certainly understand, um, feeling that loss that you're not seeing and talking to them every day. Is there someone that we can talk to maybe set up a schedule for you so that you can talk with them, daily or every other day?
I guess my aunt, I mean, do you think you could help me with that? I don't really know what to say to her though.
Sure. So why don't you and your foster mom and I connect and let's see what we can do to set up a time to talk to your aunt and see if she'll allow you like a scheduled time. That'll give you
Yeah.
time to work on your schoolwork, them time to work on what they need to do, and maybe we can make a time for each of you where you have that one-on-one time so that you can talk to your siblings.
Yeah, I would like that. Thank you. That would be
Okay.
helpful.
Okay. Um, with school, you said you've got some stuff going on with school. Have you had any time to do any of your fun activities with school? Any of your science or your poetry or your cooking?
Yeah, I've been working a little bit on my poetry. That's been really helpful to kind of have something to do to,
Okay.
especially when I get frustrated when I can't talk to my siblings. It's nice to have some poetry to write about.
Okay.
But with my school, I did meet with my teachers that we talked about last time and kind of came up with a plan.
Hmm.
Some of my classes, it seems fine, but others, I do feel like I just have a lot to do.
Hmm.
That a lot of like kind of a to-do list that they gave me to help me raise my grades. So, I mean, I guess on the one hand, I'm glad that I know what I need to do, but
Okay.
it's just now it's a little overwhelming to try to figure out how I'm going to get all of it done before the semester ends, and it's ending soon, so I don't have very much time. So
Okay.
that's kind of a little stressful and overwhelming too.
Well, let's back up just a little bit. So I'm really glad that you're still doing your poetry because that's important, right? That's
Hmm.
something that you can work on and help you feel, connected to things that you like and enjoy. As far as school goes, I know you're trying really hard to get your grades up. I know you want to go to college. And, you told me that you want to be an attorney, which is great to have goals. And I hear that you're motivated and that you really want to get there. I know you're working hard. You just have to remember that it's just one step at a time, right? And
Yeah.
each time you complete a task gets you that one step further towards your goal. Um, I think you have been really responsible for a long time. Um, so what can we do to help you stay focused on the goals for you?
And I kind of like you just said, like one step at a time. Like, it's a good thing to remember. 'Cause sometimes I look at the list and it's just so overwhelming.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe I just need to start breaking it down more, like you said, just to kind of make sure that I am able to just do one thing here and there.
Right.
But
There's that
at the
old
same time,
adage
I
of,
got to do it really quick because I got the semester ending. So,
right.
yeah.
And your teachers have been pretty willing to work with you?
Yeah, my teachers have been really good. My math teacher is not always able to work with me, but so maybe I
Mhm.
should start with that one and try to get some of those things done. But the rest of them have been really good. They've been
Okay.
actually really nice. And my foster sister, she goes to my school too. So we have some classes together and we've been able to do some of the assignments together. She's really
Okay.
smart. So that's nice to have her to help me a little bit.
Oh, it sounds like you've got support there. And that's good that you guys have been able to bond a little bit over school and maybe a little bit more of a resource for you than you had before.
Yeah, and we have the same math class together. So when we don't like our teacher, it's kind of fun to have her to understand that
Okay.
he's kind of being ridiculous. But
No, I
she's fun, and I
understand.
actually really like her. I didn't know her before I got placed at her house, even though we go to the same school.
Mhm.
So it's been actually really fun to get to know her, and she's really she's really funny. So we
Okay.
have fun together.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, having somebody your age who's a peer, someone that can help, give you some direction in school, another person to bounce some ideas off of, that's always a great strength to have, right? To have that person in your
Yeah.
corner. So I'm glad that you guys have kind of worked that out. You mentioned waking up and kind of, having some dreams and being sad. Um,
Yeah.
do you want to tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I've been and probably just because I've been so overwhelmed with everything else
Mhm.
that I've been waking up a lot lately. And this happened before, but not as frequently as it's been happening lately. But it's like I kind of remember the car accident. I mean, I was little, I was only 8, but I have like memories of it.
Right.
And so sometimes I wake up like it's almost like I'm dreaming about it. I'm like remembering it. And I don't know, it can be kind of overwhelming and really sad to kind of like relive it all over again every single time.
That sounds like a really painful thing to go through, and I appreciate you trusting me with that information. Um, when you wake up, have you tried journaling or doing any of those things to kind of take down your thoughts at that time to kind of help you process through them?
No, but that's actually a really good idea. Usually I just like wake up and just kind of cry in my bed. And I mean, that kind of makes me feel a little bit better sometimes, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's really helping out a lot. So
Right,
yeah, maybe trying like journaling, or just, I don't know, something else, right? So I can,
right,
it's just hard all seem to go back to sleep after that. And then I have to go to school and trying to get everything done. It's just sometimes it's like I'm so tired.
okay. So when those moments do happen, how does it affect the rest of your day? Okay, school, your energy, your motivation.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to stay awake sometimes in some of my classes, especially like when the teachers like dim the lights to turn on like their PowerPoint. It can be like hard to concentrate. But I mean it definitely affects the whole day, it seems like.
Okay. So maybe one of the things that we can work on in our upcoming sessions is giving you some tools to kind of help deal with that, so that you can, get through your day, get up, be able to get to school and concentrate on school.
Yeah, I
When
would
you're
really like that.
when you're sad, do you ever have thoughts about hurting yourself?
No, I haven't ever thought about hurting myself.
Okay, I really appreciate you saying that and telling me and being honest about it, right? Um, the other things that we always ask is, have you ever had thoughts about, hurting somebody else?
Yeah, no, I don't want to hurt anyone else.
I
I just want
appreciate
to
your honesty.
just want to figure out how to work through this and honestly just get back with my family and get back with my two siblings.
I know you have a court date coming up this week. How are you feeling about
Oh,
going to court?
I'm a little anxious about it. I don't really know what this court date's for. Like, I don't know if it's just kind of like a check-in to see how everyone's doing or if they're going to make a decision.
Okay.
My caseworker hasn't like told me what they're doing. So I feel a
Okay.
little like anxious because I don't know if it's just like a nothing day or if it's like a big day.
Okay. Well, uncertainty is definitely a tough thing to go through. Anyone would feel nervous about your situation. Um, I know you want to be with your family and it's really important. And we can certainly talk about ways you can help express that clearly in court, so that you feel like your voice is being heard, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Well, I think we've talked about a lot of things this week. So I think one of the things I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, is reach out to you before you go into court and just kind of check in. And then I'll follow up with you when you're done with court outside of our kind of normal therapy session. And if you're okay, our next session will start talking about maybe some of the tools that you can utilize to kind of help you get through your nightmares and some objectives on how to get through school and working with your aunt on getting to see your siblings. How does that
Yeah,
sound?
I would like that. That would be good.
Okay, great. Well, I am looking forward to talking to you next week, and I hope your week goes well this week.
Thank you.